These bank statement mistakes are the reason why your visa application would definitely get rejected. I'm one of those Nigerians who, with a Nigerian passport, has actually traveled around the world, which is why I have a whole lot of visas on my passport, right? So if you start from the beginning, you see a South African visa right here. Then I've been to Kenya, obviously. I've been to South Korea. I've been to Qatar a couple of times. I've also been to the UK. I have like 3 UK visas on my passport right now. I have a South Korean visa right here. I've been to Chef de Gaulle Airport, which is in France. This is CDG. This is Berlin-Brandenburg, which is Berlin Airport, right? With this French visa right here. Right, I've also been to Heathrow a couple of times. I've been to Manchester Airport. I've landed there. I've landed in Gatwick, right? So my passport is like filled up, literally, right? So I'm going to be getting a new passport very soon. And the interesting thing is that every visa that I've actually gotten with this Nigerian passport, I've actually done it by myself. I've never used an agent, so I know where the pitfalls are, right? And today we're going to be talking about the bank statement mistakes that will definitely get your visa rejected. Now, a lot of places actually do think that if you have a lot of money in your account, your visa will definitely get approved. It doesn't work like that, right? I'm going to be coming to that now. But the first thing I want to talk about is fake bank statement. Please, 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 and please do not submit a fake bank statement. Do not alter anything inside your bank statement when you are submitting it to the embassy. It is very important. Very, very, very important. Now, I see people submit fake bank statement, they get rejected, and they apply again with the same fake bank statement or a different fake bank statement, and they keep getting rejected. Now, here's the thing. These embassies are people just like me and you, and they want to make sure that the people that let you into their country are the right persons, right? So if you submit a fake document, of course, the trust factor for you as an individual becomes low, and every document that you actually submit is kept. The next 20 years, next 30 years, they still have access to those documents whenever you actually apply for any visa. So it's important that you actually do not submit any fake documents. As a matter of fact, not just bank statements, fake documents. Now, for me personally, people have actually tried to pay me money before, right? I've done business with people in the past where I call my friends that work in their bank to actually check their account and tell me what their balance is, what's happening in their account. I've done that. Now, if me as an individual can actually do that, what do you think that the person in the embassy in Nigeria can actually do? You're right. Of course, they can make that call and get details from your bank account and everything that you need. So a fake bank statement is a no-no. A no-no. You don't want to do that. That's one. Now, number two, large deposits, especially large sudden deposits into your bank account can actually get your visa rejected. I've actually applied for a UK visa before with 50,000 naira inside my account, and my visa got approved. Right now, that's something I'm going to be talking about in a different video. If you want to see that video, let me know in the comment section, and I will not hesitate to actually make that video for you guys who are interested, right? But let's say, for instance, if you work in a company where they pay you $1 million every single month, and there's $1 million consistently, right? And you want to apply for a visa in March, right? You are submitting your application in March 5th, and 29th of February, you get a deposit of 5 million naira instantly. Of course, it's even if it's not, it's going to look like that money came in because you want to apply for your visa. It is no money that you have access to. So your account should actually work the way a normal account should work, which is why when I advise people personally, I tell them, you want to apply for a visa, please build your account for a number of time. So let's say, for instance, you have business that you do, be very particular about getting 5 million naira into your account every single month, for the next 6 months or the next 10 months. Do you get what I mean, right? So that you can actually say that this money is coming from this particular source, or this money is coming from this particular source. But let's say, for instance, you are getting 2 million, 3 million, and suddenly you have 100 million naira coming to your account once. Please, that would actually affect you negatively than positively. So you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to do that. I've actually spoken to someone who was applying for a visa, and he submitted his bank account. I saw it. He had large sums of money coming in, 50 million, 100 million coming in the period of time, because he does build and sell. It just started. So he was selling houses, and those monies were coming to his account. I told him, do not use this bank account. Right? Don't use it. Use the other bank account that is for your business, that the monies are consistent in a period of time. So you don't have to explain a lot of things. Now, if you have large sums of money like that, you might want to explain that inside your cover letter. As a matter of fact, I've actually been refused a UK visa before, and it's actually funny. And they told me that in the official letter, they said that they saw the sum of $1.8 million inside my account, that I didn't explain how the money came to me. So the matter is that money was not in my account. they saw 1.8 million naira deposit inside my naira account, and the person mistook my naira account for my dollar account. Of course, I reapplied, pointed out their mistake, and of course they got my visa approved. So large sums of money will actually affect you more than they actually. So make sure your account is natural, right? If it's an account that you use every day, your salary comes in consistently, you buy bread, you buy stuff, you make transfers, so the account works like the way the normal account should work. Do you get what I mean, right? Not, for instance, you spend 2 million naira every month, then suddenly there is 200 million naira coming into your account. You have to explain that where that money comes. And for me, I like keeping things simple, so I don't have to do a lot of explanation. You know how we say it? You go explain. I know maybe this. You don't want that to happen to you. Another thing I try to avoid, this is my personal approach, I try to avoid using a business account to apply for a visa. Right? Because when you bring a business account, you have to bring the CSC documents, stuff like that. And I don't want to do all of those things. I actually have a friend of mine who his UK visa got rejected because they said his company was not trading. You know what they did? They actually went to CSC website to check the company name. And because he hadn't paid his tax at that time, it was saying not active on CSC website. And that was why his visa got rejected. Do you get? So if you're using a bank statement from a business, please explain what connection with that business, what the business is paying for your travel, stuff like. Have to actually explain all of that. For me personally, because I don't like a lot of explanations, I try to not use a business account. But if you must use it, please provide context why they are paying for your application and how they are related to you. Maybe you work for them, they're paying for your vacation or stuff like that. Please provide that context, right? You have to actually provide that. Now, another thing that people have actually asked me in the past is how much do you need to have in your bank account, your bank balance, to actually apply for a visa? Now, the short of the long question is that the money you have should be enough to cover your trip. One of the things I do is that I go online, I check, for instance, I'm traveling to Ontario. I go online and I check what's the average cost that you can actually spend in Ontario every day and take care of yourself. So let's say the cost is about $500. So I calculate $500. I'm saying for 2 weeks, which is 14 days. $500 multiplied by 14, right? It gives me an idea, right? And of course, my hotel, how much is my hotel for that 14 days? How much is my, stuff like that, flight ticket and all of those things. I cover all of those things, and it begins to give me an idea of how much I need to have in my account, right? Now, I mentioned the fact that I've actually applied for a visa before where I had 50,000 naira inside my account, and that visa was approved. It was a UK visa, as a matter of fact, and they gave me a 6 months visa, So that's something I'm going to be talking about in a different video. If you guys are actually interested, let me know in the comment section, and I will not hesitate to actually make that video for you guys. And as a matter of fact, if there's something else that you are interested in me making a video about, let me know in the comment section, and I will not hesitate to actually make that video for you guys. Now, before I leave, let me reiterate this. Please avoid fake documents when you are applying for visa. I know the fact that they will tell you that every application will be actually determined on its own merit individually. Personally, I don't believe that. Right? Which is why I try as much as possible not to provide any fake document, because it is when you actually lie on your application that you are trying to remember what you lied about the last time. So me, I don't lie on my application. I just tell you I make videos on YouTube, and I send you my YouTube channel so you can actually verify that I actually make videos on YouTube and stuff like that, right? So that's exactly what I do. For those of you wondering which documents you need to apply for different visas, this will show you the documents you need to apply for a UK visa, while this one will show you exactly the documents that you need to apply for a Schengen visa. So go ahead and watch those videos and let me know what you guys think in the comment section just below this video.